Alright, hello everyone, and now welcome to a game between Infi and Lin. This game taking place here on Echo Isle. I am in a little bit of a time crunch, so I'll just go ahead and hit to 8 times speed for the first 2 minutes as we see Infi spawning as the red human player on the top left-hand side of the map. Meanwhile, we have Lin spawning as the blue orc over here on the top right. It is going to be Blade Master going up against an Archmage. This is patch 1.29, as you can tell by, well, the enhanced layout. This is from the NetEase servers, not the BattleNet 3 or the BattleNet servers, as we are going to be looking at a Blade Master quickly picking up a Ring of Protection +2. And we'll see if he sells that. During the early stages in the game, I often thought that if you have the room for it, might as well keep the Ring of Protection. It does help mitigate a little bit of early damage, and you can always try and sell that item later, or especially if you're concerned about not being able to sell it. It is the Blade Master, so he can always win-walk, head over to the shop, and then sell it then. And something I never quite agreed with from some of the professional players. But then again, if he's going to pick up a Circlet of Nobility and Boots of Speed right here, he pretty much doesn't have any open spaces just quite yet anyways. Let's take a look back across here. Archmage of Infi already setting up a very, very fast expansion attempt here as the Grunt gonna try and put down some pressure. Water Elemental has been dropped as well. Blade Master now showing up to the party as we're gonna look at the Grunt and the Blade Master trying to take down this Town Hall. This Town Hall is under construction. A lot of work is being done to try and get it up and operational, as the Grunt is now gonna go ahead and back off. There goes one peasant down, as the peasants are now trying to, well, shift and move every which way to get this expansion up. Town Hall is about 75% completed. However, Lin cannot possibly know that because he doesn't see this status bar. On top of that, the hit points obviously no longer align with how far until the building is completed. Peasants will finish up this building here in just a moment. Blade Master getting some damage. Should turn around and at least fire one fireball if you want to make sure that Blade Master doesn't get that many free heals. Blade Master now gonna go ahead and shift away, as this is gonna turn into a longer game. Human having his expansion up at the 4-minute mark means that he'll have an economic advantage going into the mid game. Now, normally on a map, having the economic advantage doesn't translate necessarily to victory. One of the reasons why it matters so much here on Echo Isle, though, is these mercenary camps. The mercenary camps, you can hire and train up units from that, well, the mercenary camp, obviously, and they are generally stronger than just your normal tier 1 units. You do have to spend a little bit of extra gold in order to hire them, but, since you don't have to spend the gold on the blacksmith and any of the other things required to get to that tech, it ends up becoming a wash or a little bit ahead, depending on how many units you end up buying. Now, the Archmage is going to go ahead and retreat back here. He needs to maintain this economic advantage, and he wants to make sure there's at least a second guard tower up. It's going to now come down to the Blade Master to figure out what his long-term strategy will be. He obviously wants to go after the Forest Troll Berserkers here, get to level 2, and then try and make a play. Is he going to perhaps go for a tier 2 Shadow Hunter, or is he going to perhaps even try to put pressure with a Panda and Breath of Fire onto those towers? That's all a possibility, as the Blade Master is really putting pressure onto this Archmage. Archmage is now stuck between, well, a merchant shop and the woods, as the Blade Master forces a Scroll of Town Portal onto that Archmage. Archmage, however, was, well, really not taking a break. As you can see, he is still getting a good amount of experience. He does have Boots of Speed, also now has a Talisman of Evasion, which is equivalent to 3 armor, give or take. I think 3 armor is, 18% effective hit points, and I think 15% of dodge evasion is still about 15% effective hit points. So if you weren't quite sure about that, yeah, that is how all of those numbers really work out, as the Forest Troll Shadow Priest is just dancing back and forth. Is it going to be able to get taken down? Yes, it will. Blade Master down to 92 hit points. It ended up absorbing a large amount of damage in order to get away, and more healing salves will be needed to get it back up to full. Speaking of healing salves, that's what the Shadow Hunter already has has ready to go. It will be very close to level 2 unless the Blade Master shows up to steal some of that experience. Nope, does not steal any of the experience. Blade Master is going to get most likely a little bit of health from the Shadow Hunter in the form of... Nope, not quite yet. It looks as though the Blade Master going to get poisoned first. So remembering the creeps, very important. If you know that the creep camp you're about to clear has poison-based creeps, using Healing Salve and only to have it removed as the aggro shifts to anything that doesn't have poison. That's a little bit of the benefit of infinite micro coming in from the creeps controlled by the computers. Footmen now making their rounds out. Let's take a look. Water Elemental back across over here. We are getting up a great haul as the Archmage is currently invisible, just wandering around. Is he going to be able to stop anything here? That is the question, as we see some Shadow Hunters joining in alongside some Wind Riders. Wind Riders going to cause some serious problems here. Archmage trying to put pressure down on this Great Hall. This Great Hall will get canceled right there, and you want to make sure, well, Infi's plan is to, well, maintain that economic advantage. The issue, though, is that the economic advantage is really easy to lose on a game and a map like this where there's only one expansion on each side. The Archmage now looking to head back. It is going to go ahead and retreat. You can see a scout farm being built off over here. Peasants trying to make their way down, as one Wind Rider can take down an infinite number of footmen as long as they do not have defend. The Wind Rider, well, going to be able to finish off those units in no time flat. Now we're trying to retreat. Archmage still running around in circles, perhaps looking to drop another Water Elemental, but this could turn into a bit of an issue as we have Hex. Hex plus Speed Scroll means that Archmage is not going to have anywhere really to run, trying to get away using the Potion of Invulnerability as the Water Elemental now makes its way back off to the north. Going to go ahead and use a Scroll of Town Portal in order to head back home. Infi is not being gold efficient, but then again, he doesn't need to be. He has the economic advantage because of the additional gold mine right now. But, well, it looks as though Lin is going to go ahead and try to neutralize that in just a second. Oh, that footman went back to try and fight against the Blade Master. Not a good idea at all. Staff of Teleportation gets him back home as the Shadow Hunter, Grunt Spirit Walkers, well, look to this Great Hall, hoping that it will get finished up momentarily. Back at home, let's take a look. Well, no, not back. Yeah, that is the keep. Back at the home here, we should be looking at some healing units. Mountain King may try to pick up some items as well. There are some guard towers up, ready to go, as the peasants now head back off to the north. Water Elemental wants to try and shut things up here, but unable to do so. The ensnare onto the Water Elemental going to cause some problems. He was not close enough in order to get any of that damage off, and because of that, well, that Great Hall looks like it will be able to live and fight another day. All right, there goes an ensnare. Poor Priest trying to stay alive. There's a Stormbolt onto the Blade Master. Blade Master out of the fight for just a little while. Is he going to be able to get another? No, a critical strike finishing off that unit there. Meanwhile, Mountain King looking to take down the rest of these Murlocs. Should get very close to level 2 unless if the Blade Master does steal a little bit of that experience. There's a Stormbolt onto the Blade Master, but a Wind Walk, well, allows him to dodge it. Back across here, Archmage. Where is it going to go next? Let's take a look. Blade Master. Oh, there is a quick Hex. Is it going to be able to get away? Trying to run for its dear life. Now quickly on the move. There is an ensnare onto that Archmage as the Archmage gets some damage onto that Wind Rider. There is some more damage right there as the Forestral Berserker. Oh, big healing wave right there. Able to save that Wind Rider just in time as we now see a quick Hex once more. Force Troll Berserker is going to be able to dodge. Yes, it will. It will be able to do exactly that. Meanwhile, one Raider off to the north trying to knock down this tree and get inside that base. Archmage has double or triple, Ivory Towers. Mountain King in a bit of trouble, does have to back off and play and time out this fight properly as the Water Elemental getting in some more kills on summons. All right, Stormbolt onto Wind Rider. Wind Rider, yes, healing waved again. That, well, the slow plus a bunch of different abilities right there allows that Wind Rider to get away. Spirit Link doubling the effective hit points on that Wind Rider. As the Wind Rider, is the Wind Rider going to switch targets onto that? Water Elemental going to switch targets onto the Wind Rider. No. Mountain King still low on mana, unable to do very much. One Wind Rider trying to get away. It looks like it will be able to do exactly that, hiding away at 16 hit points. Oh, one more shot. Wind Rider just gets taken down. Oh, just fight it. Come on. There it goes. Finally taken down. A Sorceress, well, shoots through the trees to get the kill. Now, farm up in position. Spellbreakers, Ivory Towers being placed down. Do they have the sentry wards? That is the big question there. No, nothing to reveal, but this is going to be at least a place to try and retreat to. Blade Master is going to be in a big position there. As we're taking a look at the Water Elemental, it spots out this Voodoo Lounge and knows that not much can be done. All right. Tower is about halfway done upgraded. Forestro Berserker, for some strange reason, he was in the front line instead of the back. And, well, that's because he's one of the better frontline units. You can take a look at this army. This army is mainly peasants, sorceresses, and priests. Spellbreakers are a pseudo front line, as you're taking a look at the Raiders now attempting to take down these towers. All right, big deal right here, trying to take down those towers. Peasants are going to go ahead and opt to repair them. They should be on auto repair. There's a couple of disenchants on other sides as well. Wind Riders, are the guard towers going to go ahead and finish? One guard tower finishes, second guard tower finishes, and with those guard towers now done, that is going to be an issue. Archmage, however, is currently surrounded. Potion of Invulnerability transferred. Archmage is going to be able to break free, as that Potion of Invulnerability should be coming to an end. Grunt's going to get taken down. Invisibility onto the Archmage, as the Archmage able to finally back off. Let's take a look. Another Scout Tower has not started its upgrades as of yet. Could resume those upgrades, as it is in a great position and added damage to try and retreat to. Blade Master now making its way over. Spellbreaker is going to remove any of that excess mana on that Blade Master. Blade Master down to 570 hit points, as the peasants are still in that front line trying to join in on the fight. 140 critical strikes. Spellbreaker gets taken down, as a couple of peasants in the back here as well. 67 supply compared to 57. 67 supply obviously being Infi at this stage, as Infi does have a slightly larger army, but economically he is about the same. 69 to 57 right here, right now. Blade Master going to go ahead and fight back. Stormbolt onto the Blade Master. Blade Master, however, still alive. Mountain King only sitting at level 2, unable to burst down and finish off a Blade Master as well. Level 1 Stormbolt, just not enough. Water Elemental going to go ahead and wash up over here, try to clean up and take down all of these peasants. A water elemental does spot that scroll or a staff of teleportation on that Shadow Hunter. The Shadow Hunter bringing gifts, healing salves, potion of mana, as we're looking at an invisible Mountain King also bringing over a tome of retraining. It looks like a Blizzard is going to be the answer into trying to bring balance to this game. Sorceresses, Spellbreakers, Priest out here ready to go. More Scout Towers being added in. Blade Master was quickly revealed, as we're looking at the Ivory Towers, or the Guard Towers now, giving sight. We can take a look. There are multiple towers here, and they will be able to hit past these trees. That is a very big deal. These towers down over here nearly completed, and with range of being able to shoot past the trees while not being close enough to take melee damage, or rather difficult to take melee damage, this is all going to go perhaps a bit awry. All right, Mountain King. Shadow Hunter quickly gets Stormbolted, trying to engage here. More guard towers will be up, as the Archmage, fighting next to Arcane Vault. That's exactly what you don't want to be doing, as the Archmage could have easily, perhaps just rained down all of that Blizzard across multiple units. We don't see any ensnares as of yet. There is the Archmage now looking to back up. This guard tower is about to be completed. Double an Ivory Tower down to the south. So even fighting in this location here will change absolutely everything. Guard tower now also up and operational. Archmage with Ivory Towers and Brilliance Aura. They're going to try to push their way through. Guard Towers are getting in some big damage right there. Not what he was expecting. Home field advantage, pretty much not there any longer, as the Blizzard really causing some some zoning control once again. Mountain King still sitting at level 2, not yet in range of level 3. A big thunderclap blizzard strategy could deal enough damage to take down, Lin's army, but Lin also has the supply advantage now. 68 supply compared to 66. As well, I believe there are more towers coming in from Infi. All right, there's the blizzard. There's an ensnare. Damage is getting done through Blademaster in serious trouble. Gonna go ahead, gets thunderclapped as well. Another blizzard raining down on the backside there. Spellbreakers in the front line doesn't really care if they're taking any damage from that blizzard, as the Mountain King, well, is gonna end up going down. 38 hit points, down it goes. Guard tower is enough to finish things off here. Spellbreakers looking to finish off this one Kodo Beast. The Kodo Beast has something in its belly, and it is a precious, precious cargo, but it doesn't look like it's going to be enough again. All right, Archmage sitting at level 3, not yet at level 4. Mountain King still trying to be resurrected. Archmage needs to get back in and join in on the fight, as well. A Spellbreaker will end up getting lost in transit at the hand of, well, that looked like a Demolisher. Blademaster gonna be gearing up here, ready to go. Guard towers, ivory towers, arcane sentries, looking to be continuing the that forward. Blizzard is not being used very heavily. The Demolisher is just doing a great job attacking the ground, or attacking that building to try and take it down. As you're taking a look at a Sorceress casting slow on that Demolisher once again. Mountain King resurrection nearly completed. Meanwhile, Blademaster coming back across, level 5 on that Blademaster already. As we're looking at the Archmage sitting at level 3, not even yet at level 4. Are we going to perhaps see a big blizzard rain down? Yeah, there you go. There is some big blizzard raining down. There's a big ensnare, as well as the Archmage unable to keep that channeled ability. More blizzard raining down, more damage coming across, and Blizzard is not making this game any more balanced at all, as Lin is now just in a great spot. As long as he can continue this pressure, well, finally drop but 7 supply less than Infi. Spellbreaker is going to be here, ready to go in a second. You can see an ivory tower. Well, the Demolishers, could they just simply attack ground? Yes, they can, and that is exactly what they are doing, attempting to take down buildings that they cannot see, but knowing that, well, enough damage is being dealt around that spot. Spellbreakers are going to be here, ready to go. Kodo Beast raring to go as well. Spellbreaker, Sorceresses, Priest, Mountain King gonna go ahead and go for that push, as the main gold mines are gonna be mining out in the next couple of minutes. It looks like a little bit less than 4 minutes. They will end up being mined out, and when everything is mined out, whoever pays less in taxes or that upkeep comes out ahead. However, both sides are sitting at about the same supply, so no one's getting a real economic advantage anyways. 78 supply compared to, or 72 compared to 75 now. More blizzard being rained down. Archmage still uncomfortably sitting at level 3. And this is not looking good for Infi. Infi, if he is unable to get hero advantage on his remaining heroes, the level 5 Blademaster, level 4 Shadow Hunter going up against a 3-2. Well, that's pretty much unheard of, being down by, 3 levels at this point in the game, but still being able to do significant damage and try and put your opponent into a corner and threaten him. Mountain King still coming across here. Big Stormbolt again. Sorceresses are trying to join in on the attack. It looks as though one, yes, will get taken out. Archmage finally gets to level 4, but is it everything he's asked for, as he is once again in a mad run to head back? Peasants looking to repair all of these towers here again. What is going on? These guard towers are not close enough to attack anything, as a Spellbreaker gets taken down with a 223 critical strike. All right, we are now 21 minutes into this game. Still no clear victor as of yet. Sorceress, Priest, Priest 1-0 upgrade. Sorceresses are 1-0 upgrade. We are not upgrading to tier 2. And with that said, we are sitting on tier 1 upgrades throughout for at least the foreseeable future. Spellbreakers now looking to push back this attack here. Grunts in the front line. Big thunderclap across multiple units. They are getting slow. They are taking more damage from Blizzard. And, well, one grunt does get taken down at the hand, well, for a trade of a Spellbreaker. All right, continuing that fight here. Big thunderclap going across once more. Big damage coming there. Spirit Walker down to 10 hit points. One shot would have been enough, but it doesn't look like that will be the case as the grunts now looking to back up again. Archmage here, ready to go. Demolisher just going to walk right in. Didn't realize how exposed that spot was. Quickly going to get taken down. And, well, Infi likes a free kill whenever he can get it. Archmage, Spellbreakers lining up, ready to go. Spellbreakers getting into the right spot. Where are they going to travel to next? Priest, sorceresses are here. Demolisher just starting to just lob attack against those guard towers. Let's take a look. Mountain King is invisible. Mountain King is only seen at level 2. Is he going to be able to perhaps well, thunderclap and get some big damage across all of these units as the nope, does not want to reveal himself just quite yet. Blizzard still raining down. It looks as though one peasant will get taken out. And we're still looking at the remaining units trying to retreat again. Spellbreakers getting more damage onto that Blade Master. As the Archmage now looking to finish off the Voodoo Lounge and this, well, guard tower here. Watchtower.
The player's forces are under attack.
All right, big standoff in the middle portion of the map. Where are they going to be going next? Mountain King could try and land a big thunderclap across multiple units. There is some damage. Oh, there is a reveal. Mountain King quickly uses a left there in vulnerabilities. Thunderclaps right in the middle as the Mountain King was revealed. I'm not quite sure how, but well, Lin, having a great sense of what's going on in the game, knew, you know what, he might actually just be very nearby. Raiders now retreating. Shadowhunter now already at level 5. Blade Master getting halfway there. Archmage is only at 4. Is only at 3. So 5-4 versus 4-3 now. I guess in terms of overall levels, we are closer, but the level 5 abilities are just so powerful. Level 5 and level 6 are just actually large jumps in overall power. Sorceresses need to head back out. More units need to head back. 73 supply compared to 78 over 73 over 80. Peasants still looking to repair. Archmage now making their way down. Demolisher now making their way down here, able to clear out some of these towers. A long, drawn-out battle. Sentry wards by the Witch Doctor, preventing the Mountain King from doing any trickery, invisibility play. As the Mountain King now, quickly revealed. Mountain King says, "Wait a second, how did you hit me? You must be able to see me," and is now trying to head back. Stormball onto the Blade Master. Blade Master ready to engage once more. Healing wave. Heals up all those units. More ensnare should be coming down across multiple units as the Blade Master down to 636 hit points, being forced to retreat back. Still no end in sight in this game as the Spirit Walkers unable to take down the Spellbreakers in that front line, but still doing quite a bit of damage to the remaining casters in the back. All right. Blade Master now making its way across. Well, more units coming across here. Witch Doctor now trying to head back. We are 25 minutes into this game. Spellbreakers still holding on. Big thunderclap across multiple units. Blizzard now coming in. It looks as though, yeah, one Spellbreaker will get taken down. A second one could as well. And Lin is just doing a great job holding on to what he's got. And so far could actually get to level 6. Mountain King finally at level 3. It feels like he's been there for 2 days. WarCraft days. As the Mountain King now just going to wander back and forth off to the north and south. All right. Where are all of the fighters? Fighters are down across over here. Mountain King could try and engage Spellbreaker. Low on hit points, backs off from the watchtower, trying to hit in a different position. Guard towers and ivory towers off to the side, providing just enough support to make it miserable if you want to try and engage right there. Mountain King is it going to be able to get in a Thunderclap? I think it's in a prime Thunderclap spot. Stormbolt onto a Grunt. There's the Thunderclap right there as all the units are now trying to head back again. All right, Grunt is about to get taken down. Another Grunt could get taken down here. A healing wave from the Shadow Hunter saves some more Grunts once more. And that healing wave is just absolutely incredible in this matchup.
A player's forces are under attack.
Sorceress is looking to perhaps try to finish things off. There is, well, a sentry ward placed down right here. Guard towers, well, the watchtowers were there. Witch doctors were there to try and watch the guard towers, excuse me, as we're looking at another sentry ward being placed down. All right, sentry ward will quickly get quickly taken out by that guard tower here, as the Spellbreakers look like they should be able to finish off this expansion. 27 minutes into this, Blizzard now raining down. It's starting to feel like Infi, well, Infi has a smaller army. Is he going to actually fall to Lin? Lin, if he's able to mount an amazing counter push here, should be able to, bounce back from an earlier setback and take this game. 12 supply difference. Here we go, ready to go. Blade Master going to try and engage back once more. Is it going to actually work? Spellbreakers very low on hit points. Are they going to end up getting focused down? Mountain King chasing back the other way. Grunts, Shadow Hunters now trying to head back again as the Kodo Beast is also in a desperate run. The Raiders now looking to head back off to the north. Do we have sentry or healing wards? That is a very good question. Meanwhile, Mountain King Spellbreakers casters still pushing their way through here and able to slowly get more and more damage. All right, Blizzard back onto the main army units. Two of those peasants very low, but I think this is pretty much going to be the game right here. Archmage has nowhere to run, nowhere to hide. Spellbreakers causing or trying to be at front line. What? Nope. Able to get a potion of healing, but the Mountain King now is a little bit worse for wear as the Blade Storm comes online. Blade Storm eating through many of the hit points here. Let's take a look at that. Archmage is taken down. Blade Master could get taken down as well. Thunderclap not going to be enough as, well, these units are all going to be retreating back once more. And there's the GG. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Hope you guys enjoyed it.